That was I Need Never Get Old by Nathaniel Rateliff and the Night Sweats here on 89.3 FM. It's 9 o'clock on a Monday. It's another hour, which means we have two brand new students with us here in the studio. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Nicole, and I'm here for Maine Media Camp.
I'm Kylie. I'm from Wolfboro. I like long walks on the beach and short walks to the refrigerator.
I'm so glad you said that.
It's on most of my bios. That and pudding tastes better with plastic spoons.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pudding does something to like metal spoons.
Yeah, no,
it really
the
does.
plastic gives it a better taste, definitely.
We don't really taste the plastic spoon.
Yeah. No.
Do you like chocolate or vanilla pudding?
I'm a chocolate person.
There you go.
There you go. Yep.
There's also that tapioca. I don't know who likes that.
No.
You know, they make these drinks. I think they're called boba teas.
Those are really good. You like suck up the bobas in the straw and spit it out at people.
I've never encountered those in my life.
Oh,
Maybe you
those.
should. Yeah.
And they're really good. They're like it's almost like this weird mix between tea and smoothies. Only they're a lot creamier. They're not as thick as smoothies, and they're like come in different flavors. And they have these little things called boba balls.
Mm-hmm.
Or
They're like tapioca pudding balls.
yeah, they're really good. There's a restaurant in downtown that serves them. They come in like strawberry and like banana and raspberry and green tea. Just like they've got like 10 flavors. It's like
Well, I know where I'm doing after I leave camp this week.
yeah, they've got. I had the banana boba tea, so I can recommend the banana.
The mango's really
See,
good
I'm
too.
not a banana person. I don't like the taste. Never have. Probably why I get a lot of Charlie horses all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, I need that potassium. Not getting any.
Yeah, I get a lot of Charlie horses during the summer because
Yeah.
I get really dehydrated a lot.
That too.
I can't stand hot heat at all or humidity, and of course this has been the summer of hot heat and humidity.
That's true.
So it's just been like, need to get more water, need to get more something. I've been getting a lot of electrolytes.
Yeah.
With smart water or just
Yeah, that getting a lot of that stuff. So it's like get as much into me as I can before I die.
Yep.
Before I die. Get the potassium in me before I die. Just start buying bulks of bananas.
That should be your motto or like your epitaph saying.
Yes.
Put that on my tombstone.
Yeah.
Get a tattoo of it right on your forehead.
No. Just get a banana tattoo.
That's not going to be something I'm going to regret 20 years down the line.
Of course not.
Coming up after break, we're going to have some music from Urge Overkill and Red Light King. And then, of course, in a little bit, we're going to have the WHSN radar weather, get you all caught up with what's happening with the forecast for tonight and tomorrow. So stay tuned to which station?
WHSN 89.3 FM.
That was good.
If your skin could talk.
It's time for WHSN radar weather. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Isolated showers this evening. Patchy fog after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. Tuesday, partly sunny, patchy fog in the morning, isolated showers in the afternoon, and highs in the upper 70s. Tuesday night, mostly clear, lows in the upper 50s. It's 67 degrees and partly cloudy. I'm Kylie Moore with the WHSN radar weather.
That scared me for a second. Literally right before the weather, the screen goes dark.
I was like, oh no! No!
You don't know how many times it's happened to me, like right before a newscast. And so I'm about to read the news and the screen just goes black and I'm like,
Do you ever just like pause and like, yeah, one sec, technical difficulties?
Thankfully for me, the news logo is 18 seconds long.
Okay, yeah.
So if I catch it early enough, I can be like, yeah, it's time for the news.
I was scared for you,
Shake
I can
the
tell
mouse.
you that.
So usually I have time to catch it. Although if it's the weather, I'm like, oh, yep. The worst time is when it happens like literally in the middle of when you're reading something.
Partly sunny and
And there goes the screen.
Yeah, we'll get back to you later.
Which, it's happened to me so many times. But it's actually kind of fun when that happens because it's like, make something up.
Yep.
We'll have
like random volcanoes coming up.
Yeah.
Like Godzilla's gonna come.
Have you ever seen that? I think I can't remember where they did it. There's some weather station down in the mid New England did a parody weather forecast where they had like by the end of the weather forecast, like there's gonna be like hurricanes and like volcanoes popping up everywhere, and it was like Temperature's gonna be like at 500 degrees, and Godzilla's gonna come in on
like
Friday.
The middle of the week, nobody knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah. There's like literally question marks, and then right after the question marks, there's like regular 70-degree weather.
Those are my favorite kind.
Just do one of those for the weather one day.
Yes.
On April Fool's, you should do that. Something like that.
See, I would, but then you
People
hear
expect it.
yeah, then you hear stories
like
like
the day before or something.
yeah. There was this one time, I can't remember where, but these two weather guys got in trouble on the radio because they do you know what I think is dihydrogen oxide?
Yeah, yes.
It's water. It's
H2O.
Yeah,
Yeah.
H2O is what?
and so
Oh, yeah.
dihydrogen oxide is it's water, but
To chemistry.
they did an April Fool's Day joke where they were like in the news like, oh yeah, the police have found traces of dihydrogen oxide in the water. It's like
No.
it's like
chemistry. Like, oh my God, what?
I'm never
but of,
going swimming
but of course
again.
people who don't know the scientific term dihydrogen oxide is like, wait, they found what in the water?
Just take 10th grade chemistry class, people. That's all I'm asking.
But yeah, so it's like I've always felt it's like I kind of want to do an April Fool's Day joke on the radio, but knowing my luck, the time I do is like the time like something like that happens. And the last thing I need is to get in trouble,
Yeah.
especially this early in my career.
You got so much more to go.
Yeah,
Maybe towards the end, you know?
yeah, like my last shift.
Yeah.
Just like the entirety of the shift is just like all like jokes and
parodies,
nothing is serious. Like, what's Mark gonna do? Fire me? He would too. He would fire me even though it's my last day.
Mark's an interesting guy. Hi, Mark, if you're listening.
This is the night I told Jake and Jake last hours like this is the night where Mark's just sitting at home going, what? Stop it. Just stop talking, Zach.
Jake and Jake. That sounds like a good band name, I think.
Right? That's what we said.
Or like a really bad sitcom.
Yeah. What can we get with Nicole and Kylie? Nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, coming up next, we have some music from Churches. It's actually a new favorite of mine. This is Bury It. That was Sunshine by Trapdoor Social here on 89.3 FM. It's 9:32, which means it's time for the WHSN hotline. The Bangor Police Department and Bangor's neighborhood watch groups will be hosting Bangor's 4th National Night Out Against Crime. This year's event will be held from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. tomorrow, August 2nd, in Stillwater Park, Howard Street in Bangor. The event includes demonstrations, a bounce house, snow cones, and giveaways, and admission is free. If your club, group, or organization has an event you would like broadcast, send it to WHSN@husson.edu. It's a service to you from all of us here at 89.3 FM, WHSN. So there. I love that hotline. Every once in a while we get hotlines where it says bounce house.
Bounce house.
Bounce houses are really popular for events in Bangor for some reason.
Do you also call them jumperoos or no?
I've never called them jumpers, actually.
I think I'm a little too old for bounce houses now.
You're never
upsettingly.
too old. Are you serious?
I think there's like a weight limit now on those.
Yeah, I would probably break
Like age.
I would probably break a bounce house if I tried.
Same.
Which is unfortunate because bounce houses are really fun.
They are. It's like a trampoline, but
A house.
yeah,
Yeah.
a house of a trampoline.
Plus, it's got walls, so if you bounce too high, it's not like you're gonna fall off like a trampoline.
True.
Unless you got a trampoline for nets. Although I found that sometimes if you're really stupid, you can knock over trampolines with nets on them.
I've yet to do that.
That was not a fun day. We asked ourselves how many people can we get on this trampoline before something bad happens.
And how many did
that
you
is
get?
a great question.
10.
10. How big is this trampoline?
It was a fairly decent sized trampoline. It was, well, you know those big, like really big ones.
Yeah.
It was one of those.
Oh. Were you all jumping on it, or were
Yeah.
you just sitting?
No, we were jumping on it.
Okay, yep, that would do it.
We were like jumping on it, and there was like everyone was like we weren't little kids. We were like high school students.
Okay.
10 high school students all jumping and trying purposefully to do something stupid.
So did you break through the bottom or?
No, we
flipped
tipped it over.
Okay.
Because what happened is someone, we're not sure who.
It was you, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't actually me. I remember because I was in the exact middle of the trampoline. Someone decided, let's all jump on the net. So like jump off of the trampoline and hit the net.
Oh.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when 5 people do it though. Apparently, trampolines do not like that.
No.
So all of a sudden, when I was in the middle of the trampoline, and I bounced up and I went back down, and the trampoline was diagonal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I do
I'm
not
sure
recommend
your
it.
parents were thrilled.
Well, I did a lot of stupid things in high school. My parents, I think I've just come to terms with. So,
Oh, I'm still in high school. I got some time to break some trampolines. Sorry, Dad.
please tell me you own a trampoline.
I do. It's actually in my grandparents' garage. It's my sister's, but
Just borrow it.
kind of
but
hurts my back. I know that's weird to say. I'm only 17, but it hurts my back to jump on trampolines.
Yeah, you're never too. I've discovered you're never too young to have back problems. That's like the one thing. Back and knee problems are like doesn't matter how old you are.
Yeah, no.
You're never too young for back and knee problems.
Yeah, my grandparents are always making fun of me for it. I'm like, I'm sorry, it just happened.
I have a really bad right leg. I've done some really stupid stuff with my right leg, so now it's just a permanent like hurts all the time. Just never ceases. Now you see, it's like one of those things. Now it's like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done a lot of stuff, but I had fun at the time. Now I'm regretting it.
YOLO.
Past me didn't have to deal with it. Future me does now.
You just said that on the radio, and it's
I'm ashamed of
2016.
myself. Sorry. I apologize.
Coming up next, we have some music from Against Me. This is 333.
It's time for the WHSN radar weather. Tonight, mostly cloudy, isolated showers this evening, patchy fog after midnight, lows in the upper 50s. Tuesday will be partly sunny, patchy fog in the morning, isolated showers in the afternoon, and the highs will be in the upper 70s. Tuesday night is mostly clear, lows in the upper 50s. It's 67 degrees and partly cloudy. I'm Nicole Majewski with the WHSN radar weather.
All right. So it's time, I think, to talk about what's coming back.
Oh, yes, I'm very excited about this. We were talking about it before we came back on air.
Yeah. Eight tracks and Crocs and
Vinyls.
vinyl.
Especially the Crocs.
Yeah.
And different styles of Crocs now,
Yeah.
too.
It's gotten to the point where a lot of the stuff I used to use as a kid, I actually have to ask maybe your guys' generation or a little bit lower. Like, do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I feel like everyone says that, but we generally know. Like,
Yeah.
not,
We got Google.
Yeah, like so far, everyone from the camp that I've talked to has been pretty good with me asking stuff. But like middle schoolers, it's like no.
Well, we're media kids.
No.
We gotta know this kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
things.
Like we were talking about Bop It last night.
Ooh, I
And-
haven't played that in a while.
Yeah, I know. I think I still have a Bop It, like a really old Bop It from like 2003.
Bop It.
I thought that was like a newer thing.
No,
No?
that's been around for a
No,
long
it's-
time. Did you guys play Oregon Trail as a kid?
Oh, we did something. It wasn't
You
a
know that-
computer version, but we did like a live version, like paper version of it in like 5th grade, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember playing that as a kid, and apparently I can't remember which company. Some company's making it into a card game
Ooh,
now, and so I was like,
I'd buy it.
I need it because no newer computers will run the game anymore because the game is so old. It's like unless you were running like Windows 95, like literally,
Oh my god.
or you can't run that game
Those
anymore.
dinosaurs.
I used to have a Windows 95 computer for the longest time. I think I used it up until I moved here for college. Like
you still have it like somewhere? Or?
no,
It's just a
I
big paperweight now.
I used to have it in the garage, and then we got rid of it because it was just taking up space. No one was using it. The amount of work I had to put into it to keep it alive was just like probably far beyond what it actually needed to. Like putting like newer hard drives into a Windows 95 computer, and when the hard drives would overheat, like the older computers eventually did, you put the hard drive in the freezer and cool it down, and then like Seriously, that's what we
What?
that's what we did with it.
And I thought
then-
the Emacs at my high school were bad.
Oh no, you should have. Seriously, like owning an old computer was like owning a dog. Basically, it's just having to like, upkeep and take care of it.
It's quite the comparison.
Yeah, it sounds like a weird
I
analogy.
actually like my dog.
I wouldn't put my dog in the freezer, but you know.
I don't know. Maybe a dog's overheating. Just I don't know. Cats. My cats love going inside the fridge and freezer. Like if you're not paying attention, you will shut the door on them. Like I don't know why. It's. I don't know if that's a cat thing or if it's just my cats are
I
weird.
don't own any cats. I mean, I got a dog who likes after she goes swimming, she finds a dirt pile and literally just flops all over it.
Oh, that's definitely a dog thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing with your life?
But no, I remember passing the fridge one day and hearing meowing coming out of it, and I was like,
That's
"Wait,
so
what?"
scary.
I opened it, and my cat just walks out. And I'm like, someone closed the door on the cat because the cat went into the fridge.
How did somebody not notice it go into the fridge though?
Oh, if you're not careful, if you have a small enough cat, like you will not see them slip into places.
What are your cats' names?
Well, I've got a cat named Sally. She's our oldest cat. She's 13.
Oh,
And then we have another cat named Spork, who's 6.
Can you please explain why his name is Spork?
Well, actually, her name.
I couldn't decide between fork and spoon, so.
Well, actually,
Spork.
what happened is if she was a guy, we were gonna name her Spock.
No.
And so we were trying to think what's an equivalent to Spock, and the only thing we could think of was Spork. So
That's interesting.
So
You like
she's Spork.
Photoshop Spock's fingers with little sporks and do that little.
well, she does have 6 toes on one of her paws, which is pretty neat. And then we have another cat named Mork. He's 2 years. And then we actually had a cat who is no longer with us, unfortunately, whose name was Hazel. But so we've had 4 cats.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we're technically only supposed to have 2.
I mean, no one has to know, and
Right.
you can just hide them in the freezer.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
They'll like it.
Actually, I had to pull my cat out of my garden this morning. I have a vegetable garden.
Mm-hmm.
I walked outside, didn't even know my cat was outside. They're indoor cats.
Oh.
I just walked outside, and she's right in the middle of my garden. She made a permanent indent in the soil. I was like, okay, sure. Just trying to harvest my radishes. I just listened to that back. It's like, that sounded weird coming out. That sounded a lot better in my head than when it came out. I was harvesting my radishes, and my cat just made a hole in my garden.
It's like 95% of what I say normally.
You should see me like listening back to the breaks I do on my morning show, because I can listen to them back and I'm just like, I said that.
Hey, whatever works.
Well, I still think about things like I said 5 years ago that don't make sense. I'm like,
I-
wow, what a dork I was.
I know that just happens to me like in the middle of the night. I'm like, no, I need to sleep. Stop thinking about that.
I'm humiliated for the rest of my life now.
Coming up next, we have some music by Bishop Briggs. This is River. That was Even When the Sun Goes Down by Fashion Week here on 89.3 FM, and it's been an hour already.
Wow, time does fly
Yeah.
while I'm sitting.
Well, it really does go by really fast when you're on the radio.
No, I like this. This
just-
is fun.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
enjoying
it goes by really fast, really quick, and I'm really hoping that whatever's wrong with the skimmer, it'll work. Because that was the one thing I had to do tonight was make sure the skimmer was
You had
working.
One job.
Yeah, fun. Well, I had several jobs. I failed one of them.
All right.
I hope I
I'll
got
cut
it.
you a break.
I hope I got every other job right. Mark comes in tomorrow. You failed so hard.
He'll make another Photoshop picture of himself just to put right over here.
Well, his
One job.
his August profile picture should be ready.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
it's
it's
up.
the
It's a
Parent
parent
Trap.
trap.
Yeah. Oh, is he already put it up?
Yeah, no, it's great. You have to. He's the little girl, I think.
Yep.
Makes it even more great.
Yeah, he's had some. He has a strange talent for Photoshop,
Yeah, no.
and he's had quite a few interesting little things pop up before.
Yeah, I do not dare to test him on that or go against him. I'd lose.
So unfortunately, it is time for us to wrap up in general. So
Yeah.
thank you for joining me.
Thank you
you.
for having us.
Yeah, I've had
Yeah.
a great time.
Yeah, I'm glad. See, that's the thing I'm always worried about. Is like, are they gonna have fun?
No.
Why would you?
We'll kick
How
the
would
rest
you
of the
not have
students
fun?
off
Yeah.
for the next couple of days.
We'll just wear
It'll be us.
wigs. I want to do it again.
Hi, I'm Kyle Sanchez. I'll lower my voice.
You can just like change it on the board or something.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, right here. I have someone else's name on the folder. I don't know why. I guess someone else was supposed to come up.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
my
have
alter
no
ego,
idea.
Kyle. That too.
Nicole with an H. That's interesting.
Oh, is that how you spell it?
No, it's
Oh.
all good.
I'll have to fix it. All right. Well, thank you for joining me.
Thank
And
you.
thank you all for listening. We'll have some more students in the studio tomorrow night, so definitely stay tuned for that. And we've got some more music coming up on the way, so stay tuned to WHSN.
The